what does it say at the bottom, Nick?
Huh?
What does that say at the bottom? Sorry, guys. Oh, nothing. Okay, it's all good. Okay, I tell you. So a little bit frenetic here in the shop today. There was a flurry of activity on the website this morning, especially between midnight and 1 a.m. So those of you guys that were lying in wait for the IOD sale to open and go live as of 12:01, there was a bunch of you that were up, your night owls. I'm just going with your night owls that you weren't up specifically for the sale, but there was a lot of people already taking advantage. So today is the first day of the sale. So it goes through to the end of Sunday. So those of you that are online, you can shop through to Sunday. Those of you that plan on coming into the store, Saturday is your last day because I'm not here Sunday. So 15% off all IODs. So that means the transfers, the inlays, the stamps, the molds, the inks, the clay. So all things IOD. And a couple of things, because I keep getting questions. It is limited to stock on hand. You do not get to save a purchase, against future inventory. If I don't have it, sorry. I did a huge restock of everything that I could restock before the sale, just in anticipation of it. And if they didn't have it for me to order in for you, then I don't have it for you. I do have some of last year's Christmas items still in inventory. They are gone when they're gone, of course, much the same as any of the Christmas season release that will be coming. There's been a couple of little teasers dropped, so you guys know there's one coming. Not really a big surprise. They do one every year, so I don't know why it was such a secret. It's just kind of everybody expected. But last year's release was a limited edition. I have a little bit of leftover stock. If you didn't get it before, now you can get it at 15% off. Most places are charging more for it. I don't like doing that. So they are available. When they're gone, they're gone. So it's limited to stock on hand. The other thing, no, I'm not going to process returns for these. There's too many people that there's limited inventory. They're waiting for it. They're going to be disappointed if they don't get it for 15% off. So if you're purchasing something and that contributes to that item being out of stock, out of inventory, then I won't process a return for that later, because it was somebody else that was unable to purchase it and wanted it at the discount, couldn't get it because you had it. So just, I have some people that like to return, like, 3 months later, 4 months later. Nope. So if you're buying something on this sale with IOD, because I still don't know I'm allowed to do this actually. Anyway, if you're buying on the IOD, then you don't get to return it later at the sale price, just to be clear, because I have some people that wanted to put a bunch of stuff into their bag and weren't planning on being in the shop for a month and a half from now, and then wanted to be able to peruse their bag later and return what they didn't want. That's not going to work because of everybody else that would be disappointed from not having access to what was in your bag. So just to be clear, and I'm just trying to make this as fair to everybody that wants those items. And because I know that there's a number of things that are limited, like Christmas, etc., that if you're holding them in your bag with the intent to return what you don't want later, don't do that. That's somebody else that's not able to be able to have access to that product or make a purchase. So in order to keep it fair for everybody, buy what you want. Don't look to return it. Although hang on to the Christmas items and sell them for big bucks a couple more years down the road. That's what everybody else seems to be doing. So have fun with the sale. Many of you already are jumping on board and taking advantage, getting as early a start as you have been able to do. And for those of you that aren't looking to make any purchases, that's cool. Maybe you're hanging on to your dollars for when the new items come out. And there is going to be a new release for the holiday. They'll all be, this first release will be all just limited edition. So every single thing that you see IOD starting to advertise or drop or tease, this is going to be a really popular release when it comes. You're going to love a lot of the items. Sorry, sorry. I don't have anything to do with them, but this is a good release. So I don't love everything in typically all the releases. Maybe I see myself using about half of them. I'm pretty much setting aside 90%, one of for me, because they're going to be that practical. Just they're really exceptional this year. So just bear that in mind.
Tony Davis is nice to meet you.
Hey, Tony, nice to see you, honey. Thanks for tuning in. So apart from that, Monday's video, if you haven't seen it, was a dump find redo. I found 3 of the same item and refinished it 3 different ways. And just really to give you an idea of not just different ways of looking at the same object or different ways that you could refinish it, but just also about not passing by some things that look pretty crummy. There's life in just about everything. I would show you, but all 3 sold. So I had them in new this week, but they're gone. So today's short video, if you haven't caught it, is a practical use for some of those pop tabs. I always keep some on hand. I mean, I don't keep every pop tab that we use. I mean, certainly there's donation places you could do. But for my own practical uses here in the shop, I have a number of uses for those. So I always make sure that I'm hanging on to a certain number and I don't let my inventory get too low. I mean, here, I used 2 in the video, so I saved 2 to replace them. Just because, this is good garbage. This is good stuff. So, keeping the stuff that you can use and take advantage of. So if you haven't seen what I did with those, catch that. I think it's like 40 seconds, so it's not a lot of time out of your life. Friday's video is coming up, and it is all about the remake of these stools. So I have a pair of these. They are in the shop right now for $75. Redo with some fusion paint, some new fabric, really an easy flip. So take a look at that one on Friday, especially if you've got some old stools that you're thinking you need to replace them. Maybe watch the video and see how quick, how easy it is to be able to update them and make them work for your decor again, rather than having to toss them and go through the big expense of brand new stools. Okay, I think that's it for announcements. I have some fun stuff today, some different stuff. I had a number of watercolors that I was listing, and 3 of those sold. So I had 4 watercolors I was going to show you. I have 1 left. So it's been crazy. People have been picking up a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of pink glass, and somebody came and bought all the pink glass out of the shop. So these things kind of go in little spurts, right? That nobody will buy a painting, then all of a sudden a bunch of paintings sell. Nobody will buy pink glass, and then all the pink glass. Nobody buys a candlestick, and then a dozen sells in a weekend. It's really weird how it happens. I just had somebody that looked at the pink glass in the store, and I had to go into different cupboards to show her all the different pink glass. And we had a conversation about it. She left, and then somebody else came in, bought all the pink glass. Weird. It's weird. It's just how it goes. It happens like that. So, don't wait. Don't wait. Everything I'm going to show you, of course, is on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com, under the tab New This Week, just to make it easy for you. I emptied out all of last week's, put in all this stuff. As I say, some of it's already listed. Those paintings did not even get listed, and they sold because they were out. Somebody saw them. So let's just jump into it. First up is this beautiful pottery. Now, here's the thing. It could be, if you look at the top, see how it's got this just small little lip. So I'm calling it a pitcher because of that. But really, it's very tiny lip here. So this is an awesome pitcher. It's awesome as a utensil holder, great as a vase. I love the combination of kind of the tan and then that aqua ribbon with the brown going through. So super nice redware vase that I'm missing the price on. So it's redware as well. I call it a pitcher, Nick. So okay, $16. Okay, I'm going to put this here because I'm going to have to print a sticker. It probably didn't stick to the redware and is maybe over there. But while we're on pottery, I also have this little trio of handcrafted pottery dishes. They are signed on the bottom. It's kind of like a little bowl, and then a little more shallow bowl, or more deep little plate, and then a little plate. They're just super cute. And actually the aqua color on this matches the aqua color on the picture. So the three of these are for, I gotta put glasses on. I'm like, okay, $8.50. I can see it perfectly right out there. I am now an arm's length reader. Okay, $8.50 with glasses. So those are cute. These are, I love these little guys. So these I'm selling, I have two sets of these. I'm selling a pair for $9.50. They're a wooden base with a hammered tin heart riveted on there, and they have a little hook. So, and they've got hanging hardware on the back to sit onto a nail. So just super cute little wall hook for $9.50 for the pair. And there's two sets of those. Okay. This is heavy for a reach forward, but I love this little guy. Okay. This is a painted cast iron doorstop. Look at him. Okay, I'm missing the price tag on him too, Nick. Sorry, guys.
$14.
$14 for this chicken. So cast iron doorstop. He's got some heft to him, and he needed a lot of scrubbing. But this is all the original paint. So I did not paint him. I did not touch him up. This is how he came. Super bright and cheerful. Love him. Okay, those two guys, they need labels. Hopefully that's not a trend. I stuck labels on everything. Okay, maybe I missed two. We'll go with I just missed it. Okay, this little guy. No, I don't remember sticking a label on this one. Little caddy. Because I'm thinking, where would I put it? I don't think I remember having. I don't remember having that conversation. But these are glass caddy jars, tin tray with the little holder. They each have a little lid, and they each have a little tiny ladle, little tiny ladle spoon in there as well. So sorry, Nick?
$11.
$11 for the condiment caddy. All right, I don't know what I was doing with labels. I was labeling paint. All the paint got labels. Some of these things got labels. I'm hoping they got labels. All right. This is, oh, it's got a label. $9. So this is a cute little salt and pepper shaker set with its own little tray and handle. It's kind of in a light kind of cream with a distressed edge, and it's just super cute for $9. It's the vintage collection by Park Design. So it's just nice and cute. This is such a cute little picture. Now this is a vintage Crown Lynn picture from New Zealand. This is my first New Zealand piece. So it's definitely a vintage piece. I didn't find this little picture online. I did find a platter online for, I think, $62. So this little picture is $12 in the shop. And it's just kind of a cute little sprigs and berries kind of pattern on it. Just a nice, simple shape, perfect for, syrup if you were doing some buttermilk syrup or buttermilk sauce over bread pudding. Oh, that would be good. I don't know why I thought of that, but I was just thinking of the buttermilk syrup, and then I thought, oh no, the hot buttermilk sauce from Commander's Palace in New Orleans over their bread pudding. It was like, okay, it was like a bread pudding souffle. Oh my God, that was such a memorable dessert. I do not remember what I had for dinner. I think the meal was good too, but the dessert, I bought the cookbook for the dessert recipe and I've never made it. You make the bread pudding first, and then the next day you use the bread pudding to make into a souffle, and then they have the sauce. And all right, if you're ever in New Orleans, do that dessert because it's awesome. It's awesome. Granted, that was not the cheapest place to eat, but All right.
Right across the street from the graveyard too.
Right across the street from one of the famous graveyards. Okay, so super cute little bean pot with a lid, $11, and a wire hanger. It says beans on it. That's why I'm going with the bean pot. So nice heavy crockery, just super cute little decor item. $11. I think it's cute with the little lid on the side too, and florals in there. Hidden candy stash, that would work too. All right, this one. So Portmeirion, especially in the States, is just super collectible. I don't know if it's as popular up here in Canada or not, but this little pattern from Portmeirion, what pattern is this called? Porcelain Garden. So it's just really soft pastel colors in the greens and the pinks, and a little bit of mauve in there, a little bit of coral, and with a butterfly on the inside lip and on the rim of the plate. It's in perfect condition and is $9.50 in the shop, but these can go upward of about $25, $30 for a cup and saucer set. So if this rounds out a collection, if it adds to, if you really dig Portmeirion, that may be for you. These guys. So kind of rough hand-painted pottery piece. $12 for the pair. It's the cream and the open sugar, and the creamer just fits on there perfect. So I think that they're kind of stackable. One doesn't take up as much space in your cupboard. Then the cream kind of serves as a lid over your sugar bowl. But just a nice little handcrafted pattern there. Did I say what they were? $12. Didn't sound familiar. I don't think I said it. Okay. I love this little guy. So I think I called him a sitting cow creamer, just because I think I have a white cow creamer in the shop, and I just wanted to differentiate the two. But this is in kind of a tan and blue color. Got little flowers on him. Just very cute little horns. $7 for him. And there's no chipping. Okay, cute. So here, this is a unique little item. This is just a tin. It's just a tin. It's been antiqued, and I mean it's a new rusty can, meaning it's a faux rust finish. So stripes on the outside, kind of rust on the inside, and the rusted bottom with kind of a pale celery green base to it, heavily distressed. Just a super cute item, $4.50. I think it'd look great on a desk with all of your pens in it. Could certainly work as a vase if you wanted, a utensil holder. I mean, just really practical and just really cute if you like distressed items. All right, somebody was asking me the other day about if I had wood trays or wood bowls. This one is a unique one because it is a carved duck bowl. So $13. It's got carved detailing, just nice open bowl carved out. $13. And his little glass eyes. Okay, you sit there because I don't have space. Which one am I doing next? Okay, here. Just because these two, I can move back out there. So first up is this big bowl. So this is from Italy, $13.50. It's kind of got that speckled blue glaze on the inside with that lime green pop for the rim, and then the white base. So just a really nice, shallow, certainly like a pasta bowl, awesome for fruit bowl, console dish. And we know that I love the Italian pottery. As you can see, holes in the bottom. So awesome to use as a flower pot, right? So like as a planter, because you've got all the drainage holes. It's got kind of a faux rusted finish and some what I think is real rust as well. And it's got the two handles on either side, and it's got this raised patterning. Okay, only one of you can see it at a time. As soon as I show one, then it doesn't show to the other. But it's got this raised relief patterning around it. Just super cool. I love this little piece. $8.50 for this. And just would look perfect as is on your porch or in your backyard somewhere. You've got, it'd easily fit 4 or 5 terracotta pots in there, and just be a great little decor piece from that perspective. Okay, this guy, it's a little straw rocking horse. He's just super cute. He's got the bamboo runners, and just the straw mane and the straw body, and just a cute little decor piece. $9. I think he just fits perfectly as we're moving into autumn, right? You start getting into the bales of hay and that kind of thing. I think it's just really a unique piece to be able to add into some of your fall vignettes and decor from that perspective. This little handcrafted pottery piece, it is signed Pawley, Pawley, 2013. So beautiful kind of ocean color bowl, pottery bowl, with kind of almost like the wave cutout. So this is, I mean, you could certainly just use this for anything, but it is technically a yarn bowl. It's got the little hole here for your yarn, but it's also got here that you have your yarn, and your yarn comes out here, and you're able to pull it through, and then it just rolls here rather than across the floor. So this little yarn bowl is $11, and I just love the coloring on this one. Just looking, a couple of things down here still, but let me do the last over here. So this is a pottery oil lamp. So it's got the pottery, the handcrafted pottery shade. You've got the lantern section that lifts out. You can put your oil in here, and then it's got the underplate as well. So the pottery oil lamp is $18. I think that it needs a little rubber stopper. I mean, you don't want to attach this to here because that's where you fill it with oil. But I would just have a little rubber stopper so that it sits nice and snug there. I have these two tin leaves. Now, you can use them as a tray, like as a runner. I would think of this as kind of a decorative tray. Going into the fall season, I think it's going to look perfect with fall leaves and little pumpkins and, you know, straw horse in the middle of it. You could certainly hang it on the wall. You could use it as a base of a flower arrangement, right? If you had some fall flowers up here and then the ribbons dangling, it'd look awesome. So 2 sizes of these. They've got this faux turquoise rusted finish. This one actually has 2 little rubber feet on the bottom that you can see there. You know, use them or don't use them. But this guy, the tall guy, is 15. The slightly shorter guy is 13. I don't want to ship those. We start getting into big boxes and they start getting really pricey, but I may have okay, they're safe now. They're on the floor. They're good to go.
Slightly scratched.
Yeah, no, they're fine that way, but it's just the floor is kind of slippery. So hopefully I don't drop this one. So this is just a little door that's got hanging hardware on the back, cutouts in the back with mirrors screwed in. You can take this out. So if you wanted to put pictures in front of the mirrors, you could easily, you could take this out. You could, you know, put pictures of your kids in there. You could decoupage pictures of them, whatever you want to do. You could just do IOD transfers over top of the mirror. You could just leave it as it is. But it's got a couple of hanging hooks here. You can use the doorknob to hang from as well. It's $22. And I'm putting it on the shelf so I don't drop it. And the last thing is I have this little painting. I'm not going to say it's watercolor because of the metallics. So it's kind of a mixed media in terms of different types of paints. It's from Donna Lacka, Lacka. It's $35, and it's got wonderful soft champagne gold colors and bronze and some aqua coming through with matte and frame for that one. Whew. All right.
Price?
I think I did 35. I think I said that. I don't know. It all starts to run together for me. So an eclectic little grouping, but I think that they always are. It just really depends upon what's coming my way. I had a couple of things that I've put aside for next week just because I was working on them. I had to take some bolt cutters to one of them because there was a lock on it, and it did nothing to enhance the look. But you'll see that next week because I had to make that happen. And I would just fully admit I was unable to take the bolt cutters and cut the lock off like that myself. It didn't work for me. So I don't have enough oomph going in. So I turned everything on its side and put one arm of the bolt cutter on the floor and then did pumping with two hands down, cut through like butter. So I think there I was using more my weight, which unfortunately made it super easy and not my strength, which unfortunately was super hard. So I felt a little old and fat today, but I got the job done. So I think that counts. So don't forget the IOD sale. Don't forget to check out the videos. Every view helps me out. So if you're tuning in and watching this, that also helps me out. Thank you. Like, share. All those things count. You don't have to make a purchase, but if you'd like to, queenbeecreationshome.com in under the new this week tab, or just go look all over the website and have fun. There's all kinds of stuff. I think in total on the website, there's more than 10,000 items. It's like craziness. So have fun, shop, just look. Doesn't matter to me. I hope to see you next week. Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. As always, I look forward to seeing you soon, wherever that may be. Until then, take care. Oh, I can't reach.